Wagwan, everybody. I am your Jamaican queen, Miss Y. You are tuned in to How I See It TV, and this is How I See It. Please remember to like this video, share the link to my channel if you feel like the content needs some more crowd, subscribe if you have not done so as yet, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, now called X, at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. I want to start my commentary off here, y'all, with Kevin Gates and his criticism of Savannah James. That's LeBron James's beautiful wife. And in Kevin Gates' mind, Savannah does not look at LeBron with the same level of adoration as white women. The white women who are on the sidelines looking at LeBron like he's a piece of meat, fangirling, wishing that they could have him, wishing that they could have the life that Savannah James is living, wishing that they could have fame by virtue of being married to this NBA star athlete, wishing that they had access to his wealth, access to the celebrities that he knows and that he hangs out with. That's what Kevin Gates isn't understanding. That what he's seen from these women on the sidelines, that's not love. That's not true adoration. That's fangirl behavior. And Savannah James does not have to look at her husband like she's a groupie. She already has that. And I wish that LeBron did not respond. I hate when people drop captions like, kings don't concern themselves with opinions of peasants. You clearly are concerned with Kevin Gates' opinions if you're going to drop a photo of your wife looking at you lovingly, which was Kevin Gates' criticism. He was criticizing the way she looks at you, and then you drop a picture of her looking at you with loving eyes. If you weren't concerned with Kevin Gates' opinion, LeBron, you'd have just let that slide off your shoulder like, whatever, man. And I stand by that. I dropped that comment under the Neighborhood Talks this post that you're looking at. And I said, well, you're clearly concerned, LeBron, because you responded. This is a response. And whether people want to agree with me or not, I said what I said. It's a response. And LeBron, you shouldn't even have given Kevin that much. Let's move on to Kenya Moore and her confessionals. How did y'all feel about it? Drop down in the comment section below and let me know how y'all felt about it, because I felt like it was so-so. I feel like Kenya was out here listening to all the content creators and everything that people had to say in their videos and things that people have been saying in comment sections on Instagram and over there on Twitter. And she utilized all of that commentary for her confessionals. I mean, dropping in that clip of Brit doing this interview where she's like, you know, she always keeps her pow-pow on her. Talking about whether or not Brit was 17 or 20 or whatever in the explicit picture that Kenya showed. I feel like Kenya heard people saying, girl, you need to take some more accountability. You need to be a little bit more remorseful. And she was trying to be remorseful, but also she wanted to justify her actions. And I didn't like that. I understand maybe episode 1, maybe this is episode 1. Maybe she's going to give us more episodes. I don't know. But I understand that she wanted to explain away why she did what she did. I also feel like she wanted to hold the production company's feet to the fire and the network's feet to the fire by pointing out that if a threat like the one Brit Eady made towards Kenya, if it was made on some of these other franchises, especially the ones that are predominantly white, then it would have been handled a different way. But Kenya, you're never, ever, 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 ever going to make it make sense to somebody like me why you had to take it to that level. It just doesn't make sense, Kenya. I feel like you should just keep it at, I own that what I did was wrong. I shouldn't have escalated it to that point. Now y'all understand my reasoning. But even in sharing her reasoning, it still doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense. I've heard other commentators say that they feel like this confessional that Kenya did is like several weeks too late. And I kind of agree with that. Because I think at this point, people are like over it. I think at this point, people are over it. We've been talking about this whole situation for a whole year now. From the day it happened, people have been talking about it. And we understand the threat that Brit made. But the truth is, Brit came and she apologized. She apologized. You didn't want the apology. And you decided to escalate the situation even further by doing something that was just so low down and dirty. By exposing her to a room full of people. If you had left it at insurance fraud 304, I could have rolled with you, Kenya. I could have rolled with you. But explicit, pornographic pictures of another woman, I don't know. I'll continue to say it just doesn't sit right with me. And then you're saying that they invited you to the reunion and then they rescinded the invitation. Oh, well, it's the price that you have to pay. Kenya, all you should have done was reported the matter to HR, then reported it to the police when you felt like HR wasn't handling it the way that you felt like they should. And then you should have refused to film with Brit. And I'll continue to say, if you had made the choice to not film with her anymore because you're, in fear, because you don't know if this woman is going to follow through with her threats, I feel like the rest of the cast would have been on your side and they wouldn't have filmed with her either. You played your cards wrong, Kenya. You did. Whatever the production company and HR told Brit to do, they told her to apologize, to make it right. She did that. You, on the other hand, you decided that it was okay to expose explicit pictures of another woman. And I'll continue to say it just, in my opinion, how I see it, that's just never, ever, ever okay. So you are 302,000 views in on your video, Kenya. That's great. Let's see if episode 2, you're going to maintain this level of viewership. Let's see what else you're going to come with for episode 2. And that's just how I see it. Remember to drop down in the comment section below and let me know how you see things too. Remember to like this video, share the link to my channel if you feel like the content needs some more crowd. Subscribe if you have not done so as yet. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, now called X, at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. Until my next video, walk good. Bye.